Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to work at this company?
Why should we hire you?
What do you consider to be your weaknesses?
What is your strength?
Thought it was a real, the worst dream I ever had. Oh my! The job interview is fast approaching. What am I gonna do?
Jane Castro is a fresh graduate of Christian colleges of Southeast Asia. She took up education and she is now in the midst of nervousness for her first job interview is nearly approaching. Although she had all the requirements, resume and all, but still, she's not that confident to answer the possible questions during the interview.
Hey, what's with that face? You're really nervous with the job interview? Am I right? Chill, girl. Just come, okay? I know you're nervous, but you got this. You still have ample time to prepare. Stay focused and do mock interview. Or search on YouTube. Stop overthinking. It will ruin everything.
Thank you, Jo. Somehow I felt relieved. I need to be prepared. I should list all the things that is needed in an interview, the possible questions, as well as the school's background.
Research shows that smiling, eye contact, and giving a firm handshake are crucial for a good first impression. For example, people with a strong handshake are generally better appraised. During the interview, your non-verbal communication remains very important. Examples are an active sitting position and making eye contact with each person in the room. The following three topics are almost always discussed during the job interview. 1. Your life course. What have you done in your life? Why? What kind of person are you and what qualities do you have? 2. Your motivation. The employer will also ask questions about your motivation. Why do you want to work with this organization? Why does this position appeal to you? It is important that you have a thoughtful answer to these questions. Your motivation also becomes apparent from the knowledge that you have about the company and its activities. 3. Competencies. The employer wants to know if you have the skills and personal characteristics that are needed for the job. You demonstrate these by using the STAR method. The employer with this organization, why does this position appeal to you? It is
Hey sis, you need help?
Yes, Sisi, very much. Please accompany me by asking all these questions and all.
Oh, no problem.
Jane did her preparation very well with the help of her friend. The night before the interview, Jane makes herself relaxed and composed. She meditated and made herself calm. She did her skincare routine to maintain her good aura and before going to bed.
Father, I ask that you would prepare my heart for this job interview. Prepare my mind and bring it to rest. Prepare my skills and resume. If I am lacking anything, bring it to my remembrance. If there are any additional details that I am missing, please lead me to them and give me what I need to handle them. Prepare my interviewer and speak to him or her. Speak to that individual on behalf of this opportunity. But ultimately, speak to him or her about your glorious love and kingdom. Prepare me in humility, willingness, and servanthood. Prepare me physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and relationally. Give me all that I need to live above reproach and to walk out this life of godliness. Prepare a way before me that I may walk in. Bring your word and truth to guide me in all ways. As you promise in Psalm chapter 119, verse 105, your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path. May this be true of my life. Amen.
Today is the day of the interview. Jane woke up so early so that she could have enough and spare time to be more relaxed while going to the venue. While Jane is calmly waiting for her name to be called, there is a woman who looks so very troubled, and she thinks the woman was also an applicant. Jane was worried, and she asked the woman what is the matter.
Is my name already called? Oh my, I'm so very late. I need to retouch. My hair is very messy.
Just calm down, Miss.
Who's Melissa?
Oh, Melissa, just calm down. Your name's not called yet. If you don't mind, let me help you. You look so very tense.
No thanks. I can handle myself.
Oh, if that's the case, make yourself come first.
Thanks. Miss Melissa Cruz and Jane Castro, get ready and you'll have the interview in a few seconds. Have a seat. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning,
ma'am. How are you feeling today?
I guess we're both fine, and I'm very pleased to be here.
Good to hear that. And I guess the two of you were very prepared for this job interview. So let's begin. And I'll be starting with you, Miss Cruz. Tell me about yourself.
Good morning once again, ma'am. I am Melissa Cruz and I am a graduate of Excelencio Colegio. I graduated with an average of 1.7 and I am an enthusiastic and highly qualified graduate, secondary teacher major in English with special interest in gifted and talented education. My mentors gave me excellent feedback about my performance in school, as well as my engaging and caring approach towards students. And I'm also a passionate person and great communicator. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Good day, ma'am. I am Jane Castro, I am the eldest of our family, and because of that, I need to be strong, brave enough to fulfill my family's needs. Therefore, I am a positive person who has an enthusiastic outlook in life. I love my job, which is teaching, and I get a great sense of achievement seeing my students develop and grow as an individual. I am an effective communicator, both in writing, verbally, and I have a strong ability to organize and plan effectively, which is something crucial to the role of a competent teacher.
Sorry, but I need to go to the comfort room.
Go ahead, Miss Cruz, but we have to continue the interview with Miss Castro.
Okay, Miss Castro, we will continue the interview. Here's your question. Why do you decide to become a teacher?
When I was in third grade, I struggled a lot with reading. I could never keep up with lessons, and I was always terrified of being called on to practice my reading out loud. I started to doubt my own intelligence, and I was convinced that the bottom line was I was stupid. It ended up affecting my grades, and I started to fall behind. Rather than give up on me, my teacher, Miss Emily, sat me down one day at lunch and really talked to me about what was going on. Because of her, my parents took me to doctor and my astigmatism was diagnosed. Because of Miss Emily, I began to love learning again. I want to be the teacher, the one who takes the time to really discover why students are struggling. I would also like to make another little girl like me an opportunity to love and to love learning again.
Very inspiring motivation. That's good.
Okay, next question. Why do you want to teach in this school?
I've spent a lot of time researching schools within this district, and I'm very impressed with what you offer here. Between an award-winning teaching staff and a district that's very involved, your school has a teacher-to-student ratio that I think really allows for personalized education. Smaller classroom sizes, like the ones you maintain here, make it possible for me to give each child the one-on-one attention they deserve. On top of that, your after-school science program is exciting to me, and I would hope, should I get hired here, that I might be able to become involved in that as well.
Okay, what can you bring to our school that makes you unique?
I love science and exploring the natural world beyond the borders of the classroom. For that reason, I started an after-school explorers club at my last school. We would go on nature hikes, visit museums, and invite local scientists and biologists to come speak to us about what they're working on their research. The response was overwhelming, and I have students who still come up to me years later and tell me how much they love our club and how it helped inspire them to pursue careers in the sciences. I would be very interested in continuing the legacy of the Explorers Club here.
Okay, next question. What makes you frustrates the most in a classroom?
I have to admit that I get frustrated by the kids who think they're too cool for school and they float through their day doing as little as possible, and the teacher who play into that attitude. Rather than turn that frustration into anger or simply ignore them and wait for a slacker to drift through a year in my class, I turn that frustration into a challenge for both the student and myself. Most of the time, those kids are too cool because of the challenges they are facing outside of school, and their attitude is a way for them to protect themselves. Sometimes, all they need is to know someone else believes in them. By giving them a little extra attention and encouragement, I've seen some of the coolest kids turn into students who are focused, driven, and ready to turn themselves around.
What is your teaching philosophy?
My basic philosophy of teaching was straightforward and deeply personal. I wanted to teach the way I wish that I myself had been taught, which is to say, I hope to convey the sheer joy of learning, the thrill of understanding things about the universe. I wanted to pass along to students not only the logic but the beauty of math and science. Furthermore, I wanted to do this in a way that would be equally helpful to kids studying a subject for the knowledge and for adults who wanted to refresh their knowledge, for students grappling with homework, and for adult people hoping to keep their minds active and supple.
Last question. Why we should hire you?
As I have just started my career, I don't have practical achievements, but I really want to practically explore and experience my potential by delivering the best services to the institution. It will be my honor to work with you and this organization.
Congratulations, Miss Castro. You're hired.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. You will never regret. I will do my best.